Here's what over £30,000 worth of parts looks like, and it's going to be installed on this M3 CS. Stay tuned. So I really wasn't joking when I said over £30,000 worth of parts are here, and well, let's go through them very quickly because I want you to see the install process and the build of this car. I'm also excited to get on with it. We'll stop midway through and talk through some of the components, but to quickly go through the parts, we've got this titanium Carbonwurks exhaust, which is really nicely finished with these titanium exhaust tips, and I always forget whether they're octagonal or hexagonal, but they look amazing, fighter jet style. One thing that this car could have from factory but didn't is the carbon ceramic brake upgrade pack, which is quite hefty from factory. It's even more expensive when you're trying to retrofit it. But this customer's gone all hero and gone all out and wants us to retrofit it. So we thought, why not? Along with that, we've got loads of carbon fibre and also an AC Schnitzer tuning box. So the guy here wants to keep his warranty, which is really important when you've got a car of this value. So that's going on. It's going to get some more power and it's going to get some massive aesthetic upgrades. So enough about that. Let's get the parts on the car and we'll speak to you a little bit later on the further we go along. See you soon. So just a quick update on the M3 CS project. So the brakes are now on. You can see the great big dinner plates here. This thing is going to haul up on the brakes. So along with the carbon ceramic upgrade kit, we've actually opted to change for some stainless steel bleed ports, which is handy for later down the line when the customer needs to service his brakes, and also some Hell Performance braided brake lines, which is a matching gold. It's not maybe absolutely perfect, but I'd say it's at least 95% there, so I'm really chuffed with that. So all that's remaining is coating on this, and that sorts the brakes out. We've also put some extra carbon fibre on this with the front fender, side skirts, and some bits at the back as well. So the next part, that's where it gets exciting. So we're going to do with an ACS tuning box and also an Carbonwurks exhaust. So next bit's going to be properly exciting. So stay tuned and we'll see you shortly. I'll give you a bit of an update after the ACS box.
Got about 100 reasons to leave the party, but I will not. Got a lot of meaning to get to you when I'm in a spot. Thought about what's the season, oh yeah, summer feeling so hot. I could burn in my slumber, turn the lights off and let the beat drop. I'm the meanest rapper, meaning I feed on rappers a lot. I'm obscene, I need not encouragement, this the courage I got. Got a buzz going, so people heard of me, then I pop. Kinda was going, how you gonna tell me I gotta stop? Start another trend, and if you wanna get in on the ground floor, then what you holding up the wall standing around for? Call up my people and I know what they down for. We can stay up all night long, land home around 4. I'm on the land from my daytime lifestyle. We be going ham like cheese in a slice style. There's something about the nighttime like to feel nice out. So if you're still at home, I'm right outside the door like knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Yeah. First name, put your last hands in the air. Yeah, yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? First name, put your hands in the air. Yeah. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky. Never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky. Never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky. Never let them low.
So the AC Schnitzer tuning box is now installed, and well, you can't actually see it, which is a good thing. So it's all discreetly hidden away. So apart from a couple cables that need to be run, and if you zoom in, there's a little secret hatch, if you like, where you can see the tuning box just through the mesh there. You can just about see it, which is quite cool. So it's nicely hidden away. So interested to see what this one's like on the road. I'm going to take it for a road test shortly. But before I do so, let me show you what's behind. And that's an Akrapovic exhaust system, which obviously you guys have seen in the clips to start off with what this is all about. But we're going with, obviously it's titanium the full way through, but in terms of the tips, that's where it's a little bit different. You have a few options. You can go with round, you can go with these octagonal, hexagonal versions, which are shaped a bit like a Jet's afterburner, which is really cool, or you can go with the circle version, which is nice. It's a classic, but this will look much cooler. Sound controller kit, so it gives you full control over the valves in comfort mode as well as your sports modes, and that's tuned by Akrapovic as well. So this is going on. There's lots of clamps, wiring, lots to go on, but we're going to get this onto our other ramps for full head height. Get it on and stay tuned for some sound clips at the end for some befores and after, because we've already revved this car, so we'll see what it sounds like at the end. But yeah, stay tuned, enjoy this next part of the video, and we'll see you shortly. So we're all wrapped up here, and well, we thought it's a good opportunity, although it is a little bit damp, to take to our favourite spot to showcase this car in all of its glory. So first off, let's talk about the AC Schnitzer tuning box, which is wrapped away under here. You'll have to believe me when I say that. Insert some B-roll of it nicely screwed away in the corner there. Let's talk about the benefits. 3-year warranty that AC Schnitzer give you. So if your engine goes, or your turbo or gearbox, it's all good. AC Schnitzer are covering the bill. So isn't that nice of them? But that's what you're paying for, that luxury and that peace of mind. Just under 600 brake horsepower and around 750 Newton meters of torque. That's certainly enough to get most people in trouble, that's for certain. I've driven this car. Owners told me to give it a little bit of a shoe in just to make sure it all operates how it should. Don't normally do that, but it's what the customer wanted me to do, and I can confirm it's bloody quick. Very, very impressive, very smooth power delivery. Feels like a factory car, just with more torque, more power. Drives amazing. So let's move it on to the rest of the car, what we've done. Well, other thing you can straight away see, mag plates. So now no clunky plates on the front, which obviously you need to run them when you're on the road, but when you're cleaning it or you're at a car show, that's very handy. So that's quite a nice touch. Let's move a little bit further down the side here. You've obviously seen the brakes install, but let's just zoom in. Come on, zoom in and have a look at those massive dinner plates. That is its party piece now. I really like carbon ceramics. The feel it gives you more than anything else, even when you're not pushing on, is sublime. It's just amazing. Saves around 15 kilograms of weight, which is a huge amount. And I've already talked a little bit around the benefits, so I'm not going to bore you with that now, but I can assure you the feel of these is amazing, particularly combined with a good brake fluid and extremely high quality braided brake lines as well. We've then obviously given it a bit of Carbonwurks flavour and stuck on some carbon all over the car with the side vents, side skirts and some bits at the back, which I'll show you shortly. One thing that we didn't film a great deal of because it was quite scary to do was the antenna on the top. So that's a genuine BMW M Performance part, which means you have to basically get the old sealant and everything off from the old one and put that one on, which, yeah, not something I want to do all that often, but hey, we're here at Carbonwurks and we don't shy away from a challenge. So I'm going to switch the car around so we can look at the back end and talk about the crap of exhaust that's on there. But now at the back end, let's talk about the exhaust. Well, as discussed earlier on in the video, this has got an Akrapovic exhaust on it, which is full titanium as well. This loses around 8.5 kilos, I believe, to be really precise, and it gives you an extra 10 or over 10 horsepower more and 10 newton meters of torque as well. So an extra little bit of power, which this car's already got plenty of, but why not? It's free flowing, it's a better designed part. So this particular customer, after some convincing, decided to go for the octagonal tips, which I'm really pleased about because I think they look amazing. It's a signature piece, really. You can get circular round exhaust tips on anything, so go for something a little bit unusual and different. First, when I saw these, I wasn't convinced, as in, you know, a year ago when this exhaust came out. However, now I absolutely love them, so great choice. So that pretty much sums up the exhaust, at least. As said, it's a GPF back system, so it retains its full legality. It's emissions friendly, which is also really good. We've also opted for the sound controller kit, which means you have autonomy as well with the button, so you can open and close on your demand, not just when BMW wants to on the modes. So on the back, we've also done the carbon rear spats and diffuser surround, which takes away the remaining gloss black on this car. Blends in really nicely. It's the same 2x2 twill throughout the rest of the car. The last piece, well, this is something that maybe not many people would think about, and we've gone with a slightly wider spacer set on this car. So we've got 13mm front and rear, which give it a little bit more stance, a bit more stability. Looks fantastic, but it's not too much, and doesn't cause any scrubbing on this car. There's no scrubbing whatsoever, which is fantastic. And we finished off with a fast load road alignment, which is something we do on most cars when the owners are going to be using them in a spirited fashion. So we've taken a car that already has fantastic handling and turned it up to max. So it's got over 2 degrees of camber on the front as standard, and then we've tweaked the toe angles. I've given this car a little bit of a going over, and I'm really, really impressed. The handling is fantastic. So as a whole, brilliant car, lovely project to be working on, and one we're very proud to put our name to here at Carbonwurks. I know a lot of people would shy away with a lot of the coding and electronical elements that we've had to do on this car, but as a whole, we're really pleased. So that pretty much wraps things up here. The last thing I'll say is thank you very much for watching, if you have done so already. We have done a few other little side videos on this particular car for the exhaust and AC Schnitzer tuning box, so if you want to find out a bit more info on those parts, have a little bit of a look at those videos that we've taken. But as I said, that wraps things up. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time. Who knows what car we're having and who knows what we'll be doing, but we'll see you then. Take care.